Have you ever been to school? Yes? No? I can't hear you. Maybe because I only exist in a virtual reality? Who cares? But anyways, I have been to school. Yes, I have been there. And the place kinda sucks. For the first time in my whole life, I entered the school, and all I could see was kids. Kids everywhere. Some of them were laughing for God knows what reason, some of them crying, some had a runny nose, and some had a dirty outfit. And the place was so crowded and noisy that it made me feel exhausted. It was so exhausting being stuck in a room with so many strangers. And going to the exact same place every single day, man, it was super exhausting and boring, and it sucked a lot. And the teachers, they treat students like they're some kind of leverage. Students are like robots. They have to obey the teacher no matter what. What kind of dictatorship is that? I thought schools had democracy. But schools do not have democracy. In fact, it's exactly the opposite. Going to school is more like going to North Korea. So it can be said that I had a horrible experience going to school. I feel like going to school was a waste of time. I have spent so many years going to school, and I think I have accomplished nothing. I have spent 18 years of my life going to school, only to get a degree which is nothing but a piece of paper. Isn't that weird? 9 out of 10 students don't like going to school. If you are a student and you like going to school, then what are you doing here? This video is not for you. But if you are like me, and if you are one of those who hated going to school, then thank you for clicking on this video and keep watching. Here are the 5 reasons why I always hated going to school. So, number 1. In school, the teachers treat the students like they are some kind of leverage. It's the teacher who tells the student what to do and what not to do. And I don't like it. I don't like being told by someone what to do and what not to do. It's my life. I will do whatever I want. Who are you to order me? I don't like teachers who are very harsh and strict with their students. I don't understand why some teachers go so hard. Can't they just go soft on their students? Is it so hard for them to be nice? And you know what's funny? There is always one teacher who seems to be like more dangerous than the principal. Another thing is, when I joined the school, I had an agreement with the principal that they will teach me and in return I will give them money. But it seems like we cannot live the way we want. It seems like we don't have freedom in school. We have to do whatever we are told to do, and we have to obey them even if we don't want to. And that's the thing. No one likes being told by someone else what to do. We go to school to study, not to take orders. The second reason why I hate school is that I think most of you guys have experienced it. It's the bully. I think we all had our childhood bullies, right? In every school, there is this one idiot and stupid guy who likes bullying others, who likes irritating others, and who will do whatever it takes to make other students cry. I know a guy from high school who used to love to mess with my notebook. He would snatch my notebook only to draw anime or write some offensive words on the backside of it. And I used to hate him so much. He was kind of a thief, I guess. He used to steal stuffs from other people's bags. I think he stole my comic book. I'm not sure, I never caught him, but I have a feeling that it was him. One day I punched him. It was the last day of school and I knew that I won't see him ever again, so I punched him and ran away. It was kind of funny. It feels very weird punching a guy and running away. There was another guy who was very fat, who was 3 times bigger than me. And he enjoyed beating others, especially me, because like I said in my previous video, I'm a very thin guy and I'm not so much of a fighter, so he used to enjoy beating me. He used to punch me on my arms and sometimes on my face, and I punched him many times, but then he would punch me back, and his punch would be 2 times harder than my punch. He had another friend who was just as fat as he was, and they both used to chase me only to beat me. Sometimes I succeeded in getting away from them, but sometimes I would get caught and then they used to punch me. They never caused me any serious harm. All they would do is just punch a few punches and that's it. Once there was a guy who was not a bully but was kind of very irritating. One day he took my book and said he will return it tomorrow. The next day when he returned the book was in a horrible condition. It seems like he had a rough night with it. Very soon I discovered that the guy never needed my book. He only wanted to mess with it. I still hate him for what he did to my book, and for some reason the book smelled very bad after I got it back from him. In my opinion, the bullies should be kicked out of school and should be transferred to a mental asylum. I think that would be the right thing to do. Reason number 3, I have social anxiety, and in school there are just so many people that it makes me feel very nervous. That's probably the reason why I couldn't make so many friends. I like being alone. I like spending time with myself. I don't like going to places where there are too many people. Like I said in my previous video, I don't like crowded areas. And you know, there are so many people in school. It's just so crowded and so noisy. And no matter what, I had to go to school and deal with it every single day. And it was so exhausting and irritating. Social anxiety just made it so difficult for me to go to school every single day. Reason number 4, I don't like my school timing. I remember when I was in high school, the classes would start at 9 am and would be over by 3 pm. And it's the worst timing. I mean, from 9 am to 3 pm, it's 6 hours. So that means we have to spend 6 hours in school. Isn't that too long? It would have been so nice if it was from 4 to 5 hours, but 6 hours is just too long. And for a guy like me who has social anxiety, it just becomes so difficult to hold it for that longer. And the worst part is, we have to go to school 6 days a week. So that means we have to waste 6 precious hours every single day. If it has to be 6 hours, then why 6 days a week? Why not 3 days a week? And if it has to be 6 days a week, then why 6 hours? Why not 4 hours? It's so exhausting being stuck in a room with so many people for 6 long hours. It's just so exhausting. Reason number 5. School is really very boring because we have to do the same thing every single day. I get up, I dress up, I go to school, then I come back home. And that's what I do the next day. And that's what we are ordered to do every single day. Isn't that very boring to do the same thing every single day for years and years? I have just wasted my time. It was so boring, it felt like a day repeating itself. Going to school feels like eating the same kind of food every single day. That's why I find it boring as hell. So those were the reasons why I hate school. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. Tell me the things you find annoying about school. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel with notifications turned on, cause I have some crazy ideas for contents for the upcoming videos. Seriously, the upcoming contents are gonna be crazy and you're probably gonna enjoy it very much. So please subscribe. And I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.